Hello, this is Katia from Your Midwife. I'm very excited today because this is our first video tutorial. And today's tutorial is about your hospital bag. So you're pregnant, you due to have your baby in a few weeks' time, and you have not a clue on what to put in your hospital bag. And everyone, friends, relatives, midwives are telling you, have you done your bag? Have you done your bag? So just keep calm and I'm going to explain everything to you. So in terms of size, so let's start with that. In terms of size of the bag that you're going to bring with you, just imagine to pack an overnight bag. Or anyway, imagine you're going for a weekend getaway. How much stuff would you bring with you? Just the essentials. And this is what you need to bring with you at the hospital. Just the essentials. A hand luggage bag will do. I'm telling you, will do. Even if your partner is staying with you, it will do for the both of you plus the baby. So don't worry about the size. I've seen many women coming with 3 or 4 very big pieces of luggage. You don't need that much. You're not going away for a month. We don't live in a third world country. So if you need anything at all last minute, you can send your partner to buy everything you need at the supermarket and it will be just fine. Okay, so in terms of what you need to bring for yourselves, a couple of changes of clothes. Obviously, when you come to the hospital, either to have your baby with a normal delivery or elective C-section, you're gonna wear very comfortable clothes. So come to the hospital already with your comfortable clothes on. I don't know, probably a tracksuit bottom, short sleeve t-shirt, you know, one of these things that you feel like you can go around for a few hours. And then you wanna bring a change of clothes for when you're gonna go home with your baby. Okay, so this is the main thing that you want to bring with you. Then you want to bring a couple of night suits. So pajama suits will be fine. It's not, you don't need to bring a nightie necessarily unless you feel better with it or you normally use nighties. So you can bring a pajama. They make very nice nursing pajamas, very nice nursing nighties. So you can keep an eye on those websites with nursing, so breastfeeding kind of clothing. Then you want to bring a pack of maternity pads, more than maternity pads, because obviously they are big, but to me they're not big enough for the bleeding that you're going to experience after the baby's born. I would recommend to go into the rather than going where the normal sanitary towels or the maternity pads are, go a bit further along that aisle and go to the incontinence aisle. So I'm not joking. Just get the incontinence panties. The lady ones are quite cute. They got the discreet ones, so that they're quite thin and they will hold quite a lot. These are very useful even when you're in labor. If you break your waters, they will hold up all the waters that you're gonna leak. And they're quite useful, even especially then after the delivery, because you're going to bleed quite a lot for a couple of days. You can just take them off and chuck them in the bin. So very useful and very easy to use. So bring one pack with you and then have another pack at home. Then obviously you want to bring a little bag, very small wash bag. So this is as big as my hand, not even 20 centimeters. You don't need to bring with you all your perfumes and all your special things. You don't need makeup. If you want to bring makeup, just bring it. It's not part of the deal. So you just want your toothbrush, your toothpaste, and then some toiletries, very small toiletries. I don't know, face cream or I don't know, shower gel, this kind of stuff. Anything, well, travel size. Okay, travel size, very small washing bag. Okay, like this, as big as my hand, and my hands, believe me, are quite small. So that will suffice, and that's what you need to bring for yourself. If your partner is staying overnight, they just need pajamas and maybe one change of clothes, and obviously clean underwear, just like you. Another thing that's very useful for you, you could bring a breastfeeding bra. But obviously first couple of days that you're in hospital, the milk hasn't come yet, so don't necessarily need a breastfeeding bra, because you're going to do lots of skin to skin. Some hospitals or some midwives will recommend to bring breast pads. You don't need them, because by the time you go out of the hospital, the milk has not come in yet, and your breast will not leak anything, so you don't need to bring these other accessories. In terms of what you need for the baby, obviously a pack of nappies, newborn nappies, or whatever. Well, normally size 0, size 1 will do, like newborn nappies. And then you want to bring I would say 4 or 5 changes of clothes. Even if you stay 24 hours, these babies poo, these babies wee, this baby can bring up fluid, so it can have little vomits. So you may need to change them quite often. And baby clothes are very, very tiny. Newborn clothes are very tiny, they will fit everywhere. So main things to bring with your baby: a body vest like this, either long sleeve or short sleeve, depending on the season. If you're going to the hospital, obviously it's quite warm in there, so short sleeve, it's absolutely fine. And a baby grow. This is a baby grow, okay, the long one. Some of them, the cotton ones, have this little pocket here. And then what is that for, you may wonder? Basically, if you fold it like that, it works as a mitten to avoid babies scratching themselves. So try and see the ones with the mittens incorporated, okay? And then you want to bring a couple of hats, little hats for the baby. There are hats in the delivery packs normally at the hospital, but obviously they do get quite dirty quite easily. So bring a couple of hats. The hats is very important for the baby for the first 4 hours. These are the hours when, that's the time frame where the baby is trying to regulate their temperature. Okay, so after 4 hours, you can get rid of the hat. If it's cold outside and you go out, obviously you put a hat on. If you're at home, if you're in the hospital, you don't need any hat at all. Other things that you will need for the baby: a pack of cotton wool. Some hospitals will give you cotton wool to change the nappy, but just bring them with you. You don't need to bring the ones which are already made into balls. Just bring a normal pack of cotton wool, and you'll do the bits yourselves. You don't need that. Don't need to be that fancy. Also, because the one that's already reduced into balls is quite bulky and it will take up space in your bag. Other things that you need for the baby, not really. If you're giving birth in a private hospital or in a private ward in a NHS hospitals, nappies and cotton wool are already given to you. You don't need to bring pillows for the baby. You don't need to bring anything for the cot, and you don't need to bring a blanket, because there are blankets in the hospital. We do provide a blanket which is gonna stay in the hospital once you're going home. So some people, as just a reminder of their baby or a keepsake, they will take the blanket with themselves. Please don't do that. Just leave the blanket at the hospital. On the day of discharge, just get a blanket to cover the baby if need be. And then obviously, it's still winter. If it's winter, bring a little coat, to a little jacket for the baby. Or otherwise, obviously, if it's summer, you don't need one. And don't bring the car seat with you on the day that you come to the hospital, because again, it will take up a lot of space. So bring the car seat only on the day that you're going home. So partners, I'm talking to you. Don't bring the car seat with you when you're coming to the hospital. Bring it when you're coming to pick up mom and baby, because otherwise we won't have, well, it will just be on the way, and it's not going to be very pleasant for any of us. So bring car seat afterwards. Other things that you may need for yourselves, just bring a couple of towels. Piece of advice, again, because we want to use a small luggage, you can use the microfiber, the very thin ones, the one that the swimmers use. So you can bring a couple of those towels for you when you have a shower, because at the hospital they may give you towels, but they would be the baby sized one, so may not be enough to cover yourself. And then that's pretty much it. So, oh yeah, slippers or flip-flops, whatever you fancy. Comfortable socks. Obviously, I know it's a hospital, I know it's clean, but you may be transferred from one unit to the other, so you'll be passing through lifts and corridors. Just use either shoes or slippers, because just walking in your socks is not really hygienic, is not the ideal. And that's it really. So it's really, really, really a few things that you need to bring with you, just the key things that you need to bring with you. You don't need to bring loads. Again, if you need more, I don't know, more nappies, more changes for you, most hospitals have pharmacies or have little shops on the ground floor, so you can go downstairs, get the nappies, go back upstairs, or send the partner. If you need more clothes for you, send the partner home. Make sure that they know where things are, so at least things are much easier for the whole of you, for the both of you. But yeah, pretty much there's nothing much that you need to bring with you. So if you have any question, if you have any comments to put to this video, just far away. If you think that this video has been useful, just share it with your friends, and keep following my Facebook page, yourmidwife.co.uk, and my YouTube channel, Your Midwife. I will see you soon, and bye bye.